Hey, Jesse here, Hot Off the Wheels. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button so you don't miss future diecast pack hunts like this one. We're gonna go in this Kroger, do a little Hot Wheel hunting, hoping to find the new mail-in promo displays or some fresh case drops. So let's get to it, see what we can find at Kroger. Well, I do hope you're ready for this little three-part Kroger hunt. I'm gonna take you into 3 different Kroger stores that I've had some pretty good success out of. However, with that being said, I don't want you to think I just walk into a random Kroger and just have the incredible luck and success that I do. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of legwork. Out of these 3 stores, I probably hit up over 10 to 15 that didn't have nothing, or at least I didn't have any success at. So don't think you're just gonna randomly walk into one and have this kind of luck. While it could happen for you for sure, but again, I don't want any new collectors to get this impression or idea that every store is going to be this loaded or this stocked, or you're going to have this kind of success after hitting one store. Again, hopefully your case is the exception and you have that kind of incredible luck. I don't, and I don't think it's necessarily fair to lead you on to make you think if you just walk into a random store that you're going to have this kind of success finding treasure hunts, supers, or hard to find main lines, whether it be the maybe blue Toyota Tacoma or the Chevelle, maybe it's the the new Silverado in green, whatever it is you're looking for. I think you're gonna have to really just put in the time and effort, be patient, hit up a lot of stores if you can. If you don't have the time, then definitely understand. Maybe it's hitting up the stores that you can on your way home from work or school, or something to that effect. However you can get out to your stores, definitely would encourage you to take some time to go through these little tabletop displays, especially if your Kroger has these. Some Krogers may not have much of a display. Maybe they have pegs. Again, whatever they have, definitely would encourage you to be hitting up your stores, because bam, you can have this kind of success right there. There's your E-Case Hot Wheels 2022 E-Case Corvette Super treasure hunt. So that's awesome. And then of course your main line for comparison. So that was awesome. It was a pleasant surprise to come across that. I think this first stop right here, we hit up a Kroger about an hour out from the house because we were kind of not having a little bit of a lull at our stores in our local hunting grounds, and things have kind of not dried up, but it was just kind of, I don't know, kind of gotten stale or stagnant. We haven't really been seeing any patterns or waves, so we figured we'd venture a little further out, see if we could see any indication of anything new coming to our area. So with that being said, hit up that Kroger about I think it's like 7 in the morning. We're waiting on Target's open up, been hitting up a lot of Walmarts, but we came across this Kroger and we were like, well, we'll stop in, see what kind of luck we can have, and darn if we didn't have some pretty good luck. Now, I just pulled some of these main lines to the side just to show you some of the main lines from the hunt. I ended up leaving most all of it behind. I did take, I think, Silverados, and of course the Super, and maybe the mainline Corvette. But with that being said, I left all the treasure hunts behind. I'm pretty much good for treasure hunts, so you'll see me leave all the treasure hunts behind from all 3 or all of these little peg hunt videos right here I'm taking you on right now. So I'll be leaving all the treasure hunts behind for kids and other collectors, since I've already pretty much got what I want or need from them for previous hunts and things like that. So definitely hit up your stores. They might be dropping the American scenes, and if you don't know, and I know a lot of collectors are like, oh, don't be telling everybody, but you're going to find out probably one way or the other. So there's actually a chase in the American scenes in the new, I believe it's the Dutchland set. If I mispronounced it or got that wrong, feel free to correct me. But anyways, what I've been seeing at these Krogers is this little display right here for the mail-in promo for the Porsche Outlaw. It's going to have sometimes the American scenes in there, which can, of course, have your chase piece. The chase is going to be the black car, and it's going to be numbered 0. So it'll be 05. So it's a 5-car set, but again, your chase is the 6th car that will be labeled as 0, and it should be black. So, and it's the Corvette for the this set right here. What I've been finding in these little displays or stands for the American scenes, it will be your black Corvette. So, but you may also find the Marvel sets. You might be finding some other entertainment sets and things like that, as you'll see me kind of go through them, whether it be like Superman, Batman, or He-Man, kind of whatever sets. Definitely, again, a lot of different things in them. You've got some nice castings in there for premium stuff. I don't quite remember the price. I don't think I ever bought any of the premiums out of these little displays. So I don't know what their price point was. I know a lot of times Kroger, especially once they get to Kroger's, they're usually marked down a little bit. However, feel free to drop me a comment if you've checked some premiums out of these, if they were marked down any. But I ended up just getting, again, just that Super, I believe, or the main lines out of Kroger. While Kroger, a couple weeks back, did have their main lines marked down to 60 cents. I believe that sale has since ended. But anyways, we're going to be hitting up another tabletop display.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so
I'm at
this Kroger. Look how many Hot Wheels there are. So I started going through it. I wasn't sure if I was going to find a Super treasure hunt. Found plenty of main lines of A, so it's a mixture of A and E case. Found plenty of treasure hunts and things like that. So yeah, guys, it's crazy. Have a good. What kind of car did you get? Get a Corvette? Nice. So yeah, this little kid was Hot Wheel hunting too. So guys, but check out what I thought it was going to be hit up. Minus the treasure hunts, I wasn't sure. Sometimes collectors like myself will leave them behind. But so these were all stacked in here almost like that. I did go through those, but check out what I found. You see it? Do you see it? Of course, we got the treasure hunt right there. I'm going to leave that behind. But check it out. Another A-case Super treasure hunt. That is insane. So I guess maybe it hadn't been hit up after all. So I've only went through this portion right here, and a little bit was on top. So I'm gonna have to go through all of this over again. Now that I know there is a Super in the midst, we'll leave the treasure hunt up there for somebody else. I'm putting the treasure hunts to the side. I'll leave those up top when I get done. I'm gonna try to make it a little nicer than the way I left it. So, but check it out, dude. Cannot believe another Super treasure hunt A-case. Yes, that's awesome. Well, let me know your thoughts. I'm going to go through it and see how many Supers I can find. Hoping to find another E-case Corvette. The little kid I was just talking to had a Corvette, but it was the main line I put over there, I believe. At least I hope it was. If not, it's cool if he got a Super. I should have gave him this one. But I tried to explain the treasure hunts to him and his dad, but they didn't really seem very interested or enthralled by the idea, so I wasn't about to give him a Super if he's just going to trash it, or you know what I mean. So I wanted to, give it to somebody who probably would appreciate it and value it. I just didn't feel like they might not really care about treasure hunts because they didn't seem all that thrilled when I tried to explain the limited and rarity of it. But, well, let me know your thoughts. We're gonna keep digging. So there's your first Super right there. Bam. All right, guys. So far, I've only found the one that was on this side of the table. So I'm wondering if a collector may have still went through it, but passed it up somehow, because it's definitely possible, because look at how many cars there are. It's insane. So we're still stacking and sorting. I'm pulling them off of this side now. And I'm hoping to find an E-case. We got the A-case, so we're hoping to find the E-case Corvette now, which I've already found, of course, as you saw, but would definitely love to find another one at this point. Just for trade value or giveaway value or something. It's just exciting to go through this many Hot Wheels. I mean, as much as I don't really like tabletop displays because they get dinged up and, especially after a while, if they don't get bought up quick enough, which I think they should. They'll probably go through them pretty quickly, but I just feel like, I don't know, they don't do the cards the greatest justice. But if you're opening them, especially for the Hot Wheels 20 car melon, promotion, whatever, for Kroger, then definitely, doesn't hurt to just find 20 decent cars that you like and open them up. So we're gonna keep stacking. Hopefully we can have some luck here. I thought these things were all the way to the floor, but they are only going about it's about right there. So I thought it was all the way to the floor at first. Yeah, so you can see how deep it is right there on the side. So we're gonna start stacking these in here. And remember, there's a ton of Shelbys. Look how many Shelbys there are. It's insane. A ton of Shelbys, a ton of cars. Everything you could imagine that you might want is probably in here for A to E case. Well, there's not a lot of C or D or B. Maybe some in the mix, but there's some Kroger exclusives going to be coming out soon. I think you can order the cases online right now. I believe the Dodge Dart's going to be a Kroger exclusive. I don't think this is it, of course, but There will be a Dodge Dart, I think, exclusive color. So let's keep going. Keep going, keep talking to ourselves, because, you know, it makes people look at you funny when you're talking to yourself. So let's see here, what kind of luck we can find. Yeah, what's weird is this side was laid in kind of like this, similar to how I've relayered it or restacked it. This side was like this, however that side was kind of all jumbled up in there, so it was kind of weird. I guess maybe they figured out after they started dumping the cases that they were going to run out of room if they didn't maybe layer them in there, so maybe that's why that was like that. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Or like I said, maybe a collector came through and did that. There's no telling at this point. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to find... I've only found a few E-case main lines. The kid ended up taking one of them, which is cool. I'm happy for him. He got something he wanted, so it's awesome. But yeah, I've only found a couple of main lines of the Corvette. But yeah, plenty of cars, plenty of cars. That kid was like overwhelmed. He didn't know what to do with all the cars. And it's like I said, it's just layers upon layers. I haven't seen this many cars in at least a good solid year, probably. So that's pretty cool. You'll never find this many probably at Walmart. Some Walmarts, maybe. Very far and few between. I think we're on E-case. Get a bit of E-case up in here, mixed with A-case. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have a duplicate of this side over there with the Super, but I gotta keep tabs on my Super in case another collector were to come up. Hopefully he doesn't spot it before I can get my hands on it. But well, guys, I'm gonna start going through this. I'll let you know if I do come across it. But definitely a lot of nice cars in here. Hit up your Kroger's, man. They're dropping some good stuff right now. Dropping some nice cars like the Greenwood Corvette if you're interested. IROCs, Toyota Supras, I mean, you name it, it's in here. Little Mazdas. Let me go through it. So here we are. I've got these restacked. I've got all these restacked in there. Looking pretty decent, presentable. Now I'm working on this bin right here. As you can see, I've already got to the bottom here. Now I'm starting to restack these, you know, as I can get to them. Just going through, you know, little by little. I try to put the motorcycle at the top there. They make it a pain to restack, the motorcycles do. But yeah, guys, just going through a little bit by little. You know, it's one of those things. You know, might as well do it right. Go through it. And again, there's our A-case Super. That's just the main line. I just threw up there for, I don't know, whatever reason. But yeah, we'll go through this. Again, I think this one's probably been hit up already because it looked like it was pretty rummaged. I don't know if that was a collector or they just dumped them in there. But it's good to see a couple of the treasure runs already got swiped up by some moms and stuff like that came by, and I noticed they took some of the treasure runs, which is cool. Kid will get home and open it up and be like, "What does this mean?" And who knows, maybe it'll just spark their interest. You know, they'll look into it maybe online. I don't know, but it's still pretty funny to just think about how many kids will come across one. But yeah, a lot of nice castings in here. So hit up your Kroger's, man. Hit up your Kroger's. Hope you have some good luck and success. Don't think I'm going to come across anything else. Like I said, I think this one's been pretty well hit up. A lot of Studebakers that were, you know, carryovers, and a lot of Shelbys that were carryovers. But outside of that, I haven't seen too many of the Corvettes. I do feel like there was probably a few Supers in the mix that I think maybe somebody just already swiped out, possibly. But we'll go through. Still got a good bit to go through, so we'll see. I'll let you know. Well, guys, you can't say I don't clean up after myself. Actually, they got more room now that I stacked them in there. I got more room for another case of Hot Wheels, probably. Of course, I could probably move those down a little bit. But yeah, I think they'll probably sell through pretty quickly. Left the treasure hunts. I'm just gonna take my Super right here, little Super A case. You can compare it to the main line right there. Found probably several main lines, and they had like 4 of the E-case, so it may have just been duds for E-case. Again, I found the treasure on at least one of those. I know a couple of the parents took some of them that I saw, so they may have had all the, it may not have been hit up for E case or A, but at least we got the A case. And that's it. So, like I said, I clean up after myself. Took care to make sure, I don't leave a mess for the store, employees. It's all like I left it, actually in better shape. And, they can still kind of dive through there and do what they got to do, whatever. So, well, let me know your thoughts, but that's going to be it for this one. Let's go check out. And here we are on our third and final stop at a different Kroger than the previous two. So this is the last portion of this little video, so I definitely appreciate you continuing to watch. And, definitely if your Kroger has a baby aisle, look for the Hot Wheels. Usually we'll say toys on the signs above the aisles. It'll say toys typically, but definitely look for their Hot Wheel peg system. If they don't have that, then look for the tabletop displays. But lo and behold, if I didn't walk into this Kroger and pull a Super off the peg system at Kroger, I believe that is the first for me in finding a Super treasure hunt just hanging on a pegs at Kroger. Now, granted, I've found a lot of Supers on pegs at Targets and Walmarts and different things like that, but I believe this may be the first for me at a Kroger finding one on a peg. Because again, most Krogers near me don't typically do a lot of peg systems. A lot of them have like the tabletop displays, which are pretty common. And of course, I'd probably pull one out of one of these little promo displays or something like to that effect. But I think that might be the first for me at a Kroger hitting a Super off a peg. So that's pretty awesome. I know it's just it's still a Super. It doesn't really matter if it comes off the pegs or the tabletop displays. It's just kind of unique how you remember certain things or aspects like that. But would definitely encourage you to, again, I know I've already said it probably 1,000 times, hit your stores up, hit your Krogers up. They're dropping all kind of different things. These little mail-in promo displays, they're going to have everything from your premium stuff like your American Scenes with a possible chase in there. You're going to have your 5-packs, your track accessory stuff, your character cars, your main lines. Now the main lines, from what I've seen in my experience hitting these, and I've never really been there right when they drop, so I don't really know truly what all comes in these. But it seems like it's been pretty consistent for a C case, which would be your Dodge Van Super Treasure Hunt. However, yours may have something, maybe a different case altogether. Your little display or promo may have I don't know, D or E case in it. I really don't know. So drop me a comment if you've come across these in store. And also let me know if, what the price point was for the premiums if you end up buying any of the premiums out of these. I'd be curious to see if they were marked down any. I ended up leaving the Marvel Cool Comics behind because I've already gotten pretty much a good many from Walmart's. But I was kind of curious if they were marked down at Kroger because typically they will sometimes mark them down at Kroger. And I was just being a little dramatic with the Barbie camper, because I always joke about it being a chase piece or something like that, something everybody's looking for. But anyways, just wanted to show you what some of the cars were in these. I didn't end up finding anything. Again, I've always been late to all these little different drops for the promo displays. I would love to be there when they open one of these and when they pull it on the floor and open it up, just to see if how many Supers you might find in one. I'm sure there's somebody going to comment and say you found a Super, and I'm not doubting you at all. I just question how many Supers you can actually find in one of these. Probably, I would say 1 to 2 is probably pretty common. Again, there's not like a whole lot of main lines. I'd say maybe you can let me know in the comments, maybe 2 to 3 cases max probably out of these for mainline. So it's not like a great display for mainline cars, but again, if you're looking for different things like 5-packs, premium stuff, main lines, character cars, or whatever, track stuff, then it might be worth hitting up. But if you're hitting these just for the sole purpose of trying to find a Super, you may have better display, or you may have a better look out of one of the tabletop displays. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for tuning in. If I made mistakes and errors in grammar or pronouncing any of the sets or cars or whatever, I do apologize. It's been one of those long weeks. I'm a little bit tired because I've been working a lot trying to get caught up to hunt hard. So because I know that things have been dropping, and so I've been trying to get caught up on my work so I can leave out early on certain days to hit up stores and things like that. So I'm a little bit exhausted for the week.
look forward to the weekend to rest. So hope you have a great one. Stay safe. Happy hunting. Wish you all the best. Hope you have some great success and luck. Drop me a comment. Always look forward to reading your comments. And I'll see you in the next diecast video very soon. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the red subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss future diecast videos. As well as follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. Links are in the description below.